Could you hear that?
Of course I did. I'm trying to ignore it. Or are you a child that needs every fart acknowledged?
Are we filming yet? Because that would have been gold.
Yeah, it's the intro.
That was a beautiful one. I just found a African TikTok account. I feel like I'm in the tribe with them. It's unbelievable.
Okay.
I don't know why this one kid has a dang TikTok, but he films himself, his brother, his sister, and all the other stuff they do out in Africa. And his dad's intense. He's got like these scars on his head, man. And he's only got like, I don't know, 20, 30 TikToks, but I'll have to send it to you. It's
How many followers?
100,000.
Ooh, cutting edge shit you found.
It's interesting, man. Like, how many Africans are out there in the tribes with a TikTok and a phone, man? Like,
Are you talking like like the tribe's Liver King has been hanging out with? Like similar to that?
different kind of tribe. I'm very curious too, because this kid can speak English, so I don't know how connected they are to, like, I don't know how, if they taught themselves English or what, man.
I think there's a lot of like imperialism and mission trips have brought English to most parts of the world.
Right.
That's interesting. So what kind of stuff does he do?
I mean, he's seriously like a teenager, man. Really young. But dude, it's not our life, man. It's a completely different way of living. It's
Right.
just, I don't know. They're hunting and fishing and doing their little fire rituals. I don't know, dancing around a fire and shit.
TikTok has really brought like, you find the weirdest shit there, man. You put a camera in someone's hand and you give them 30 seconds of screen time and you'll find a tribe in Africa or just some crackhead in Seattle.
Imagine if Starlink just opens that up even more, and then everybody's just gonna have a link to the internet, even if they want to stay in their like de-civilized society or whatever you want to call it. How you eat pre-evolved.
Starlink is so
Not modernized, maybe.
Have you heard about Elon Musk giving Ukrainians access to Starlink so they don't get their internet cut out?
Yeah.
That's super interesting.
Yeah.
Starlink is the future for sure.
How interesting is that he's able to help them,
Right?
What a sad thing, though. Terrible.
Oh, dude, it's horrific. I scroll Reddit every day, and like every day it's just a picture of chaos and bombs and dead bodies.
I think you should be a part of Russia now, so I'm going to take you.
Right.
That's just, I guess we're back in the freaking Genghis Khan era again, right? I mean, how wild.
Pretty crazy.
We told you we don't want to be a part of Russia. Well, you used to be, so now we want you back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we're getting to this a little late, but this is very reminiscent of how we used to do podcasts back when I was living in Arizona. And the reason is because I have COVID.
Oh, you're starting now?
Oh, we already started.
I didn't know if you really want to talk about war.
Oh.
Or if you're going to cut that out.
Look, it's a current topic. We talk about what's going on. That's fine.
True.
It's not like we took any weird stance that people are going to light us up for.
We're not going to dwell on it. It's a terrible thing, and we're praying for everybody out there. If you have family that's out there, I'm seeing articles all the time of Ukrainians that are out here in America, and they're worried about their families right now. So,
right.
Hopefully, I just feel like I wish the whole world can come together and like just take care of this Putin guy, man. Just like I feel like he is the what's the guy with all the rings in um
All the rings.
yeah, all the rings, and he destroys half the people in the universe. What's his name?
Oh, oh God, you've offended the Marvel nerd in me. They're not rings, you fuck. They're stones. They're infinity stones, and they
He
go
wears
on.
them like rings,
They
bro.
go onto a gauntlet.
Oh my God.
It's like a glove that he puts all the stones into. There are no rings. You fucking asshole.
Oh my
Rings. How dare you? That's Thanos. You're talking about Thanos, and you're making him sound like he's just some lady fingered ring wearer.
Once he collects the rings of Mordor, then
He's Sauron now? Jesus. All right. Well, we all understand and appreciate your analogy.
that's who Putin is. All right, man. That's who he is. And I wish like the whole Justice League could get together. I don't know. That's what I wish.
You have your lore crossed. All right. So, yeah, we're having to do a Zoom interview or podcast like we used to do back on the Poke Pals when I lived in Phoenix, because I managed to catch COVID, and I assume that it's from fucking ETH Denver, where I was way too lax and I was with a bunch of people and nobody was wearing masks, including me, because I'm vaxxed and boosted. So I was like, it's no big deal. And it fucked me, dude.
I'm vaccinated and boosted, but I still try to wear the mask for public stuff. Like even like Walmart and grocery stores, I'll still wear it because I just feel like that's the most time I could get sick. It doesn't even matter if it's COVID or anything. It's like there's just a good probability I'm gonna fucking run into disgusting people that are
Right.
scratching their asses and grabbing everything and coughing over right in my fucking face. So I don't wear it to work or anything anymore. Like I think my girlfriend still has to right now. I think her company it's not a requirement in Denver anymore, but I think her company just decided to stay with it.
Right.
You know? So I don't know. Personally, I still wear it in like the grocery stores, but not to work and stuff. I don't know.
I got way too lax. I was like, fucking, I made it like, I don't know. It feels like we're over 2 years into this, and I was just,
you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna? Did you get your booster? No.
yeah.
Oh, and you're boosted.
And I'm vax and boosted. But I hear at least
I'm actually due for my booster.
you're due for your booster.
Don't tell the government.
You're gonna send SEAL Team 6 in there and shove a needle in your arm.
They're coming for me, bro.
That's gonna be the new weapon. It's like a bullet that administers the drug when it enters your body.
Oh, dude, they already got micro bees, dude. Like
Micro bees.
robo micro bees that are just gonna be flying around and then you're done, dude.
If they wanted to do max like vaccination, micro bees is where it's at.
Dude,
are you kidding me?
Man.
They just inject the serum or whatever and fly to the next.
And everybody's just running around with like a fly swatter or a big old tennis racket, like, get away from me! You're not vaxxing me, bro.
A whole cult forms around like a fly swatter.
Everybody's got bee suits on. Like that's the society we live in now, the bee society.
They won't wear a mask, but they wear full bee suits.
Dude, that's some trippy shit. That should be a movie or something.
That's
man.
so good. It is what a Black Mirror episode, right?
I don't know. I mean, I've heard a lot of good things about that show. I'm gonna have to watch that now, man.
Holy
it's like
shit,
or something.
Dude, that show. Skip the first episode. Just don't even watch the first episode. Each episode is a self-contained.
I
think
I watched the first one and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna be into this. I think I watched the first one and I was like, I'm not sure.
The first one
I haven't
sucks.
watched anything else besides probably the first episode. For sure.
I still haven't watched the first one. I tell everyone to skip it because I was told to skip it, and I understand the premise. Not interested. Okay. Watch the next 20.
I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a chance because I've heard a lot of people get into it, and I I like horror kind of thriller kind of stuff anyways, you know what I mean?
It's it's such a good show. Highly recommend Black Mirror. Also recommend the new Kanye documentary. I just finished it today.
Oh yeah. I haven't
Wow.
finished it. I think I finished episode 1 after you told me to check it out.
Oh
And
my
I
god.
might have fallen asleep during the second episode because we watched it at night, you know, before we go to bed or something.
Yeah. Dude, so if you watch episode 1, the only thing I want to talk about is that scene where he's the producer for all the rappers, but that's all they want him for. So he goes into the studio and starts playing his music for secretaries who don't give a shit about his music.
Right.
And everyone is just trying to work around him. It's so, like, knowing what you know now, it's so cringy to watch and, like, so sad that nobody, like, this guy had a dream and nobody
Dude,
fucking believed in him.
he could be super duper famous, or nobody could know him. He'd be still showing you his music.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, man, I'm the fucking best dude. You'd be showing it to. I mean, I don't. He was extremely persistent, and if anything, I love his mom because his
Yeah.
mom was like, she put him up. She put him up there like, here. This is what you need to do. You want to be great, then you got to act like a great person. Like she. I don't know how she had such a grasp on what you need to be great either. Like she just taught him what he needed to do, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna go do it.
I I can't imagine. His mom was so fucking supportive.
Motivate. I mean, I within 5 minutes of meeting her, I wanted to be with her, dude.
Right.
She's cool, dude. She's rapping with him. She knows how lyrics from when he was like a kid. Like he wrote these songs, and you're just like, oh, dude, she's been there since day one, just like trying to help him out, you know.
Dude, I know. It's such a the last episode came out yesterday and I just watched it right before we did this podcast. And yeah, the middle one, so the first one it's like Kanye trying to get a break. The second one is he's been signed, he gets into an accident and it like totally delays that process and people are again back to not believing in him. And then the third one he's like established, mom dies, and then it goes into like where he is today. And, you know, I think everyone knows where he is today. Like,
Right. I will give him all kinds of credit, you know, for he's done a lot of great things. But the only thing that I always have a like my gripes with Kanye is it's kind of you know, he's making beats and he got very successful for giving his beats to different rappers, and then that's how he got his name around. But at the end of the day, he's not really making these from scratch. He's kind of you can check me if I'm wrong, but he's taking like old records from 50s, 60s, 70s,
yeah,
putting them a little faster, maybe taking out the lyrics and then putting a little drum beat to it, and then we're rapping to it, you know. And that's obviously a skill, and I bet artists will argue with me all day about it. But I also know artists like I follow on TikTok. I think they call it interpolation. Interpolation, like they show artists getting in trouble for it, like you know, like if you're pretty much blatantly stealing a song from somebody else, they have the rights to it most of the times, or the whoever owns the song. And there's all these cases of people getting sued, and now you know that the original owner that made the song is going to make the money every time that song is played. And I'm kind of curious if that had to have happened to Kanye with some of his songs, man. But I don't know.
well, and I don't know how it applies in music, but
Right.
for like, I mean, this is what we do. We are trying to do YouTube, right? And I
Right.
think that as long as you can make it transformative, make it your own, it's open to fair use. It should be, at least. Like the latest video we put out, we got a copyright claim on, and I'm fighting it right now. But it's just we didn't re-upload your video. You know what I mean? We made it our own. And maybe that's what he does when he produces beats.
And, yeah, that's the thing too, is it all depends on how close it is. You're gonna have to like fight it against a core of people, and
Right.
they're gonna have to decide, is this exactly the same, or did they actually change it up and make it their own? And that's who knows, man. Maybe he is so good at what he does that he was able to change those old songs and make them his own. And I'm just talking shit because I've never, I'm the guy over here that's never produced a song in my life. I play the piano, right? So I want to say that I have some kind of like dignity and self-respect in music, and like I've definitely tried to write a song, and I know it's very difficult, and so I don't know. I have a lot. I have respect, and then that's my only question is like, man, did he really write those beats, or was it like, did he just kind of take an old song and speed it up and put a beat to it, and that's his thing. That's his now. I don't know.
I'm sure I'm sure that's where you got to start, right? Like to try to
Right.
get that creative process going and learn how to do things. But by the time he's working and making beats for Rockefeller and Jay-Z, and their label probably vets all that, make sure that they're not going to get, because their artists are the
Yeah, I
ones that
feel
are
like once
liable.
you got all the good equipment and stuff, maybe you'd have to be original, right? But who
Yeah, I
knows?
don't know.
I haven't put a lot of research into it. I just, like I said, I like to follow the TikTok of like these different like lawyers that will talk about these cases, and then they'll show you the song, and then they'll play it back to back, and they're like, "What do you think?" And you're like, "Fuck, that's exactly the same." And they changed one. Like I was listening to this Drake song, and this one old rapper just called him out. He's like, "I fucking made Drake," and then they showed the guy's raps back and forth, and you're like, "Oh my god, that's the same fucking rap." Drake just changed 4 words in it, and I don't know how nobody notices this kind of shit. You know what I mean?
My favorite one that's like, it's so obvious when you hear it is Queen Under Pressure, and then Vanilla Ice, Ice Baby. Have
Right.
you seen the interview where he tries to defend it?
I da, 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 click or something
Yeah,
like
and mine goes dun 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 dun. And it's like, okay,
that.
what?
Right, yeah, I remember that. But he got sued too, and I don't know if he won that battle or not, man.
I don't know.
Because he, like, everybody heard he ended up broke. I don't know if that's because he lost the rights to that song or what, man. I'm not sure.
I wonder what Vanilla Ice is up to now. Did I say iced tea at first?
No, you said it right.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I hate it when we have a podcast and afterwards I'm like, oh my God, did I say this instead of this? And I'm just like, there's nothing I say about it until like, it's just going to make me sound stupid now if I said the wrong
I
one random thing.
I gotta tell you, when I was in like like my sickest, I'm like 90% better now. But when I was as sick as I was earlier this week, I was really dumb. Like my IQ dropped 30 points. I've never felt like that. I couldn't remember things. I didn't know. Like I would just wake up and then my day would just kind of pass. I felt like a zombie, dude. It was so weird.
I feel like when you're sick, all your body is doing is like just get better. It's like there's nothing else you can do. We can't work right now, dude. What, you want me to fucking, maybe your body was telling you something too. Like, I know it's COVID and all that, but sometimes you just gotta slow down for a minute and fucking chill out.
Yeah. What's weird is I'm coughing not because like I feel like I have to cough, but my mouth, I have dry mouth. As a experienced weeder, you should know about that.
I was about to say, me too. I got no more Mountain Dew left. I had a coupon for the new Mountain Dew Spark. It's 170 grams of sugar in a little tiny bottle. It's unbelievable.
Dude, if you were to weigh out,
I said it wrong. It's only 77 grams.
okay,
I
that's
lied.
still so much.
I read the one wrong on the side there.
If you were to buy those like little 1 gram sugar cubes, you couldn't fit 77 in that bottle.
You have to liquefy them.
Jesus.
It's just straight up sugar syrup, basically.
Love it. Actually, I do have something other than COVID to talk about. I'm seeing now, and this is interesting because when we used to do the podcast on Zoom calls, they were about Pokemon, and yesterday I got 2 PSA returns back. 2 PSA returns back.
Man, what are you gonna do with those?
I'm opening them on stream tomorrow. If you're watching the podcast, I did it yesterday.
Did you ever? So this is funny because when you first started your YouTube channel, one of your biggest goals was to have a monthly PSA video.
Oh my God.
Okay. Now, I would love to still see this, right? I would love if you took those 2 boxes and made 1 or 2 YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I know you're gonna put in your stream, but I don't watch your fucking stream. I want to see it on YouTube.
Okay. So you can pause it.
All right. I don't know. You gonna like use those for 2 things, or are you just gonna keep it on the stream?
I'm just gonna keep it on the stream. I've
That was your old goal too, though. That's funny. Like that was your main thing.
If I were to tell you that the submission date,
people that don't know this, like when Cody was creating his Dankest Soup channel, he's like, I'm putting all these cards in right now. That way, every month I got a PSA to show the people, and then PSA shut down, and his cards got shut down for a year now. And he's gotten like 1 or 2 submissions back or something out of how many? Yeah, I mean, how many we got out there now?
Actually, with these 2 back, there are still 3 that are pending.
Okay.
And you can't submit regular submissions right now, or budget submissions. But these 2 boxes that I just got back, I submitted over a year ago.
Wow.
It was January that I submitted them. They finally got back.
I don't know. I like it. It's like a mystery box a little bit. You don't know if you're getting 9s or 10s or 7s, whatever it is.
Right.
It's always your best cards too. It's always like, this is the cream of the crop that I want to get checked out. And
yeah. And I'll throw like a childhood card or a sentimental one in there just to get it graded along with it.
I don't know. I just think it's funny. That was like seriously your first goal. And then after that, you're like, okay, I'm going to do a bunch of openings and stuff. And like,
yeah,
I don't know. And now you don't want to do either.
Yeah. Yeah. It's, what's funny is that, I ordered 2 booster boxes of the new Pokemon set Brilliant Stars from a company. And
Nice.
2 days ago, the package shipped and I got 1 box. Not the other box. So I sent them an email immediately, and they replied right away, "We're closed right now. We'll email you back tomorrow." That was yesterday.
Sure.
So yesterday I emailed them. I'm like, I waited until most of the day was over, and I said, "Hey, do you have any update on this?" No response. This morning I emailed them, and I said, "I don't mean to keep pestering you guys, but I don't even want to open this box until I get a confirmation on the second one, in case I got to send this back and ask for a refund or something."
Sure.
And I don't even know if I should share this. They messaged me and they said, "I am mailing your box out today. I'm terribly sorry. I found out yesterday that my father has cancer and I took the day off."
Oh, so it's like an eBayer.
See, that's right where your mind went. Me, on the other hand, I was like, take your time. Pokemon cards aren't that important in the grand scheme of things.
Well, when you first started the story, I thought you were talking about like this is coming from the Pokemon company or something.
Oh no, this was
from like eBay or something.
It's from a card shop who does online orders.
Okay.
But it's one dude running it.
It's a private business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
I was like, oh, obviously, how could I have known that? But then, like, I was already feeling bad for being super pushy. But at the same time, I got half my order.
Yeah, you're just making sure.
I was just making sure. And then they hit me with that, and I was like, "Oh fuck, I'm so sorry." What are you gonna? I can't do it.
That's just what I hit people with all the time on my eBay store. Whenever
Yeah,
they're like, my order is a little late right now. I'm like, I'm sorry, I just found out my whole family has cancer.
yeah, yeah. I've ordered stuff off your eBay. I know the shipping time. You hit me
Shipping
with it.
time.
I'm sorry. I'm in the hospital. I'm like, you were at my house yesterday. Just
My
bring it
dog
with you.
died. I got a whole line of them, man. I'm very, very tiny writing at the bottom of my eBay sales. Shipping times may vary.
Shipping times do vary.
Oh man,
Ah,
dude, this one of the kids in my kids jujitsu school. He's one of the Pokemon fans, and every once in a while, he bring his cards in to show me. I got some cards, I just opened them up, and he got in one of the last sets. There was a gold Mew card that came out.
oh yeah, that was in the celebration set.
Yeah, and which I didn't get any of the celebration stuff at all. So I was like, oh my god, they got like the best card out of the celebration set.
Yeah.
At least my favorite. And this kid is like 6 years old or something, maybe 7, and he comes in one day and he only brings the one Mew card just to like show me, I brought the Mew card, coach. And I was like, cool. And he goes and leaves it by his stuff, and then he goes back to like get a drink later, and the Mew card's not there anymore, bro. And I'm assuming some other kid just nabbed it, man.
So, anyways, I have this cool new Mew card you showed on screen.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So check it out. Personally, instead of trying to buy any new sets lately, I've been buying a bunch of the old ones. Oh, you can't see anything right now.
Oh no, I can see that. Chancy.
Because I have to like, I'll get this light over here. A couple of the old sets. Oh, you can't even see it, but I got the big one here though, the Venusaur.
Hell yeah, that's my favorite.
There you go.
Jesus.
Perfect. I can do the screen for the rest. No, it's I decided that. Well, I've been wanting to finish my base set for a long time, but my base set, these are cards that I had since I was a kid, and a lot of them are beat up, and I wanted to finish the set, but I didn't really care how good these cards are anymore. So I started looking at different auctions, and the Venusaur I was really worried about because it's like an okay looking Venusaur is going to be at least $50, if not more, probably more. So I just went on some auctions and found some well played ones for like 15, $20 or something like that, and maybe they threw in a couple extra cards, and I threw an auction out there every once in a while until I got one.
Nice.
I mean, I know this one's like got scratches and stuff on it, but at least I have one to fill the slot. Maybe someday when our YouTube becomes bigger than Mr. Beast, then I'll get some PSA 10 base set cards. But I don't know. I figure I'll finish my first base set, fossil, and jungle sets
Hell yeah.
from when I was a kid. It's all like just my first, when I started collecting cards at like 10 years old or whatever.
Right. I have a couple. I think each one of these boxes contains a childhood card of mine. One of them is the reverse hollow Beedrill from the Legendary Collection. Do you remember the Legendary Collection?
Yeah.
And then the other one is holographic Lieutenant Surge. Like, I don't know. It's got like his gym badge behind him and shit.
Yeah, I like that one. That's a good card.
A couple, like very few that have survived my childhood. I'll throw in a PSA batch every now and then.
I still got to do a PSA batch too, man. I missed out on the whole COVID rush, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work because I was actually just prepping another batch for when they finally do open things back up. But when they open things back up, it's going to go up to $20 a card.
I know.
It's
But
such a kick in the ass.
you have to pay the cost, but in the long run, it's covered in the card. If you want to sell it or whatever, it's that price should stay pretty intact for it.
Yeah,
However you want to say it, but I don't. Can you hear that? People
yeah,
honking out
I
there.
heard it.
Oh my god. Um, I forgot what I was gonna say. That damn honker.
Oh, you were just talking about how it is, getting a card graded adds
Oh,
value.
I think what happened was people were at home going through all their shit, and they're like,
Yeah,
oh, let's go look at our Pokemon cards. Logan Paul's saying they're worth $100,000 for a Charizard, and then everybody's took out their best cards and sent them to PSA. I think it went way over the top compared to the normal PSA card, graders.
for sure. Definitely.
I don't know. I think the craze kind of has settled down quite a bit. Plus, the economy's kind of chilling out a little bit with the whole craziness going on overseas. You know what I mean? Hopefully, PSA will calm down too, and I can send a dang set of cards in.
Right.
Uh,
That's
did I
it.
tell? Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I can't wait for them to open things back up, because when they do, I mean, I don't know how I'm going to do it. Like, if I'm going to send 5 batches in, or if I'm going to send one giant, 100 card batch in.
You know what though? If you want to sell good cards, I think grading them is a big deal, man. I think you're doing it right by getting a bunch of these. Sometimes we buy some boxes, 2 or 3 or 4 boxes at a time, and then you end up with 4 of those promos. Grade them, sell them, man. I mean,
Yeah.
I know I got so many duplicates of stuff like that I don't even think about like a promo card or something, But then, of course, there's fucking 100 people that want that promo card PSA 10 if you got it. So, man, I'm really interested in possibly selling some of my cards now. I gotta go through them and get through some duplicates and stay on track of this PSA thing, man. Maybe even, are you gonna stick with PSA or do something else? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll stick with PSA. That's my membership is with PSA, which is something you have to pay for, an additional cost.
Right.
And nobody else is cheaper. Beckett is a little more prestigious, but they're also a little more strict, so it's hard to get that 10.
Didn't you say they were shut down too right now, or on pause?
Yeah. And when they open up again, it's still going to be $20 a card, so it's
Right.
same.
All right. Well, did I tell you I encountered my first Karen at the grocery store the other day with my puppy? All right.
Oh boy.
So sometimes if I have to go into the grocery store quick, I'll throw the puppy in the grocery cart, go in there, get my stuff, and go out. I don't let her touch anything. I don't let her out of the cart, and she doesn't bark, doesn't do anything, just chills. If you know my dog, my dog's super chill. But I'm walking, and then this big lady, probably in her 60s, maybe, I don't know. She starts walking by me, and under her breath, but loud enough for me to hear it. She's like, "Dogs in a grocery store," and scoffed at me. And then I mean, this is right here next to me, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the? And the first thing comes to my mind, I say quite loudly, I'm like, "Yeah, okay, fatty." That's what I say to this old lady, dude, that walked right past me. Now, I mean, afterwards, I thought of 15 comebacks, they let you out of the zoo or some shit, you know what I mean? But of course, it was too late. That's the first thing I said. What do you think? Who's in the wrong here? Should I?
You both are.
Tess said that right away. She's like, "You brought the dog in the grocery store?" I was like, "Yeah, I did." I don't know. She's still a puppy. I don't know. I'm sure when she gets bigger, I won't. But who knows? Shut up.
I don't know. I like seeing dogs out in the wild, so I'm never mad when I see a dog. You know what I mean?
I mean, I understand a store not wanting a dog in the store because it could cause messes and be loud and all kinds of shit. But if my dog's not doing anything, just fucking chilling, go fuck yourself, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
You don't work here.
exactly. She doesn't work there.
It'd be one thing if it was a manager, be like, oh, we're trying not to have dogs in here. Like, oh, no worries, I'm out.
Right.
You're just gonna scoff at me purposely so I hear you, right as I pass you. Like, okay, go skip a meal and go for a jog, lady. Jesus.
I like that salty soup poster you got up there.
Hey.
And that's half skateboard. Looks like
Yeah, that was the reason why I was so late today.
you were hanging those things.
Just the skateboard. I've had the poster up for a minute because I've been trying to get back into YouTube, obviously. Because I switched these, got these two new skateboards up here, and we just got the poster in, so I put that up. And then when I was setting up, I was like, oh yeah, I got that half board from Cody, so I put that up and just put a few like action figures and shit up there. And I have this one little like tech deck sign that you can grind. That I'm gonna put like little sayings or something in. You have to like, it's gonna have to only be like a couple words because it's gonna be super tiny. You have to like zoom in on it, like eat dick or something.
There's no way I can read any of that.
I'll mess with it. We'll get on it.
You're so fidgety. It's good to know that that's not just while you're here.
At least I don't got COVID. Boom.
Okay, that hurt.
Yeah. Dude, I heard about the funniest life hack. I think this was a TikTok. It was like unethical life hacks or something like that. That's what the channel was called. But it was so smart. Like back in college, and there's even some like apartment buildings that have washer and dryers that are coin loaded and everything.
Mm-hmm.
All you got to do for those is go on eBay and search the model number for the key you need, and then boom, you just can have free laundry whenever you want. You got the key right there. You open it up and then hit a little button that says you paid up, and then bam.
Interesting.
I know. I was like, the only time it would have affected me is my like freshman and sophomore year of college, but apparently the keys are like $8 for a key. So within like, using it twice, you'd pay for the key.
I wonder what else I can open.
That kind of unethical life hacks, The whole, that one YouTuber was carrying a ladder into whatever event he could just to sneak into the event. You heard that one? I don't like the YouTuber, but
David Dobrik.
Dobrik. Oh, I don't
Fucking
like that.
Dobrik. Fucking Dobrik.
Can we do a video making fun of that guy? Like he
Definitely,
makes me cringe.
yes. I would love to make a video making fun of Dobrik.
It's cringeworthy for me, man.
Yeah, he's in trouble right now.
Wow.
Have you heard about this?
I don't know. I don't keep up with Dobrik.
Well, there was another YouTuber who was part of the Vlog Squad. His name was Jeff Wittick.
Okay.
And about a year ago, David was filming stuff for the Vlog Squad, and he drove an excavator out into really shallow water, like less than a foot deep. And he's got this fucking big crane arm with a bucket on it, and he's got a rope tied to one of the teeth on the bucket. And he convinces Jeff to hold onto the rope while David drives the excavator one-handed without like a license or knowing how to operate it, while filming with the other hand. And he starts going fast in circles. And then it stops it abruptly. And the rope swing goes all the way and then into the excavator head first. This guy fractured his skull, he's needed like 9 surgeries so far. And
Wow.
he lands, his foot gets tangled in the rope and he lands like upside down with his head in the water.
Ugh.
And he definitely could have died. It was very likely he was going to lose vision in his eye. He's needed a bunch of surgeries since. But Jeff was like, this is his friend, and he didn't want his friend to get in trouble. So he really played it off like, this is not a big deal. And I'm not going to sue this guy. And, well, eventually, because, Jeff can't really be in David's films because he's going through all these surgeries. And also David likes to film pretty things. And Jeff is now like has a scar down his face.
Right.
David doesn't really talk to him and check up on him and shit like that. And just a couple weeks ago, David actually blamed Jeff for the accident. So now Jeff is like, you know what? Fuck this guy.
Oh, good. I can hate him even more now.
Yeah. Jeff Wittick actually made
D-bag.
Yeah, he made a documentary about it, and it was pretty horrific. Like the aftermath of the accident. His face is so fucked. It's crazy. Wild story.
Wow. Well, yeah, fuck that guy. We should make a video trash talking him.
Done.
Write that in our notes. Dubrick trash talk.
Oh, I'll remember.
Well, fuck. I know I had one more thing to talk to you about. I can't remember. I wore my Hakuna Matata shirt, so you can. It means no worries.
Oh.
I know you're sick right now. You're probably worried about dying and stuff, and so.
Man, I've heard people say that if you get the shot, your symptoms are reduced.
Right.
If they were worse, like on my worst day, if they were any worse than that, I would have. I don't know. It sucked. It's not like I would have gone to the hospital, maybe, but fuck.
Could have been worse, man. Yeah.
Pretty wild. What's even crazier is that Kelsey's showing no symptoms, and we keep testing her, and she doesn't have it. And we sleep in the same bed.
Right. That's
We've
wild.
even kissed before. It's pretty fucking wild.
Oh, jeez. How does that happen, dude? I think you're just a soy boy.
I think, well, I know I'm a soy boy, period. I know that about me. But what does that make Kelsey, an alpha Chad?
Yeah, she's the one that's going to have to eventually take care of the whole family. You ever played Oregon Trail back in the day, to get across the land? Now, eventually one of your family members gets bitten by the snake. All right, so she's going to be the only one across the Oregon Trail, and you're probably going to end up dying of that,
Of dysentery.
Dysentery, yeah.
I felt like I was dying of dysentery yesterday.
Oh, jeez.
The symptoms are weird on this, man, and they come like randomly.
Like, did you lose your taste?
I'm not ready to confirm that I've lost my taste yet, and this is why. My biggest symptom has been congestion. Maybe you can hear it a little bit.
Right.
And I know that like when you can't smell and you're congested, you can't really taste. I can still kind of taste, and if I've lost anything right now, I'm blaming it on congestion, but we'll see next week. Maybe next podcast I'll let you know.
Oh, dude. I know the other thing we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
We skipped over it because we were talking about Netflix shit, but the fucking artist.
That's right.
Svolsky? I can't remember his name now. Svolsky?
Svolsky. Yeah. There's an artist, a documentary on Netflix Dalton recommended the other day, and it was
Struggle,
yeah.
A life lost art of Zulkolsky.
Zlokalski?
Zokolsky. And dude, it's a documentary about this guy's life. Supposedly, this guy's like the Michelangelo of our time, but nobody knew about him. He was it Polish? We're from Poland?
Polish, yeah.
He was a Polish artist. Even at a young age, had a talent for it. Got accepted into a very good school and then said fuck off to the school, did his own thing.
Well, even more interesting about, like, if you focus in on that part, he was like born in Poland, came to America, and by 14 they were sending him to UK because he showed such promise as a sculptor. And there was a test, and like hundreds of people had to do this sculpture, but only there were like 7 slots to get accepted. And everyone is sculpting this woman who they're told to sculpt, and all he does is sculpt the knee. And he got accepted without prejudice. Like, he just got in.
How wild. I mean, and also just it shows you like how he thought too. Like, he was a way outside of the box thinker, and everybody else is sculpting the whole dooflicky or the whole person, and he's like, just the details on the knee or what I need to work. If I can get this right, then the rest of it will come.
Yeah.
But I mean, the guy is just like a total art historian, philosopher, studied it all throughout history. And also the dude was definitely, I don't know if you want to call it like a idiot savant or what, or just a little nutty, man. Maybe when you're when you're one of those greats, you're just a little nutty. With everything this guy did, like he did to the extreme, but the whole dad story was pretty wild, man. Like,
yeah, I want to spoil that.
What age was that? Do you remember? I was trying to figure out how old he was. He was still young.
I don't remember how old it was. He was young though. He was like probably teens, late teens, maybe.
Like you were saying, his parents were shuffling from America and back to Poland, or from Poland to America, and then he got accepted. Like, he's doing all this shit, but at some point in there, he's outside, and the crowd of people are like, sorry, my laundry just got done. Did you hear that?
No, I didn't hear it.
Oh, sorry. There's like this loud. So this crowd of people are all like shouting, and he's like, "What is going on?" And goes out to the street, and apparently his dad just got hit by a car and died. Which, I mean, that's a pretty traumatic experience, right there. Okay, and apparently, I mean, this is also like in the 1920s or 30s. Like, this guy's old. You don't just call the cops back then, right? There's no phone. So like, he picks his dad up and takes him to the coroners, right, to like report the death, I guess. And then he asks him a favor and says, "Can I fucking dissect him? Can I use my father as a tool to learn the human body?" Okay? And he proceeds to dissect his father and study every muscle in his body, and then gets rid of him. All right?
Yeah, that part of the story was crazy. It came off the heels. Someone asked him, like, how did you learn anatomy? And then he tells that story. He's like, my father taught me. It's like, holy fuck.
And you're like, oh, your father must have been a sculptor too. Nope.
No.
Oh, hey. Watch out for COVID.
Yeah.
You gotta be masked in your own apartment. Oh my gosh.
No, she just got home.
Oh, okay.
She hasn't taken her mask off yet.
She's just been wearing it for 2 weeks now.
Yeah. Yeah, like that would do anything. Trapped inside this fucking one bedroom with me just shedding the virus.
I know. Oh man, she's bound to get it in a couple days, man. I don't know how you can avoid that.
I don't know. She's just
But anyways, man, this documentary. I mean, I guess we're spoiling it for people like that. That right there, it shows like, woo, this guy's nutty. Um, but he becomes one of the best sculptor. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to spoil too much because, like, a lot happened after that.
oh, his whole life happened after that.
I know. It's tough to. I don't want to, spoil on this podcast, but that I really want to bring up the whole him killing his own dad, though, and
Yeah.
I mean, and if you just got to hear this guy talk, man, too, because he got found. He moved to California later in life, and these kids found him, and it was just a recluse in his house all these years later. If he was in Poland, maybe he would still be a popular artist, but he just went out in California, got his citizenship, and wanted to lay low, I think.
Yeah.
You know, but at the same time, he's like, you could tell like he's been laying low, but now he has this time to shine, and he's just gonna fucking use it, dude. Like,
What's funny is that I had asked you if you had seen the new Kanye doc, and I told you why you should watch it, and then you recommended this. And it is very similar mentalities. Like, they know that they're the best, and they are unapologetic about it, and they will shit on everyone who isn't as good as them. It's so interesting. It's like a personality type.
I'm gonna mess his name up already. Sokolsky.
Sokolsky.
Sokolsky. He would trash on every artist, man. Doesn't matter who it was. Michelangelo, Picasso, just garbage.
Picasso especially.
Yeah, man. I thought that was so interesting, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, those are our recommends. Watch. Yeah. What's that movie called? Sokolsky?
Struggle. The Life and Lost Art of Sokolsky.
And these are all on Netflix, I think.
Yep.
Struggle, Kanye doc, and you got to watch Black Mirror. Everyone else has.
I know. I guess I'm behind on that one. You ever thought maybe we should do like a stuff you need to watch on Netflix thing on YouTube? We'll just pop up and like, you need to check this out. How do they get away with that? Like they show little bits and pieces of it, I guess, and it's okay. You know what I mean? Like
it is. Yeah. It's like it's much more strict for cinema, where we could watch. We react to TLC stuff. We can show a little bit longer clips and maybe not have to worry so much. But when people review cinema or recommend cinema, they like cut all audio. They make sure their clips are like less than 2 seconds. It's just like rapid fire this. Or like I've heard big YouTubers getting totally claimed, like all their monetization proceeds go to the company because they showed or reacted to a trailer for a movie. And it's like, do you not fucking realize that this is a big audience and this person is reacting to your trailer getting more eyes on it?
A couple months ago when The Matrix came out, I was like, oh, I got a review video. The Matrix is coming out. Or the trailer. We got to just, react to this trailer, because I was going to freak out on it for sure. And you're like, there's no way we'll get away with it, man. We're going to get copyright fucking infringement on everything.
Right. And like right now, obviously we're not monetized, so it's not like it affects our income. But what it does do is it could put a strike on our channel. We only get 3 of those and we're out.
That's what I'm working on.
Or even another thing that sucks is it enables them to be able to turn ads on. So they'll just litter your video with ads, and they'll get paid on it even though you're not monetized. It's like, let's shut. God damn it.
That's stupid. The movie company, do you think they get a cut out of that, or is just all the YouTube now?
No, it goes to the copyright holder. So,
Right.
Paramount Pictures has their own. And really, the way that it works, the way I understand it works, is like all these different, whether it be music artists or, movie producers, whatever it might be, it's not like they're hiring someone to go through and check. What they all do is they pay a third party who just indiscriminately flags every video that a program that they wrote can pick up like sounds on.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't like that. I hate that.
Yeah, that's lame, man. I feel like we should be able to review a trailer. That's so stupid.
It is for sure.
We're helping you
Promote.
promote. Like it's free marketing. You know?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do?
Nothing you can do. All right, man. I gotta go. This is a good one.
I know. We need some new documentaries now. People, comment below if you got something.
Let us give us a recommend. That'd be nice.
Cody's gonna be stuck in his house all month, so he's got to be.
I need something to watch.
That was like the first thing. I got COVID. Oh, and check out all these documentaries. I got nothing to do. I'm just gonna be watching these all day.
It's 100% the case.
I know. Well, Hakuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata.
No worries. Get better.
All right, man. I'll see you later.